My name is Linda Nusbaum. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I have a private practice in Long Beach, California. I specialize in couples, and I also see individuals. To me, being a therapist is really joyful. That's a word that a lot of people who come to therapy don't think about, because I don't think it's a joyful process to say, oh, I need help. Most people feel pretty uncomfortable about it. But what I get to do is help, and it's so amazing, and a real joy for me to be in service of others in the room. I have a lot of energy, and some of the things I do is I draw figures to help people understand themselves. I have a whiteboard in my office. I often use that. I do diagrams so people can really get a clue about, wow, their interior world. So I find that very helpful and instructive. If you're unhappy, there's something going on that you haven't looked at yet. So that's probably a place to start. Let's figure out what's keeping you in a place where you feel frustrated, upset, disappointed with others, and let's find out what you really need, because that's the piece that's missing. I think when couples are faced with infidelity, it's an unbelievable challenge. It rocks everything that you thought, that you believed, that you hoped for. It changes everything in a relationship. If you notice that the two of you are somehow leaving each other in some way, that's something to look at and maybe seek counseling, because that's an indication that the more you are isolated from each other, the easier it is for infidelity to occur. During my career as a journalist, I had a couple of things that started knocking on my door, so to speak, and they followed some personal tragedy that I had. I lost a sibling. And I used to go out in the field and cover very difficult stories where people would lose people. And before I had my own personal loss, I was not impacted. I could still do my job. But after my own personal loss, I remember one moment where I was out in the field. I had a microphone in my hand. My cameraman was taking pictures, and I saw a woman, an older woman, she was crying. Now, in my former moments, before my own personal loss, I would have grabbed my cameraman and done an interview with her, because that would be a great interview. But in this moment, I was much more connected to my heart, and my heart went out to her. I didn't care I had a microphone in my hand, and I went over to her and I held her, and I told her, with all the knowing inside me, I know what you're going through. You'll be okay. And I felt myself walk into a very deep place, and this was a message of some sort. A message to help me, to guide me into what I'm doing now.